Hi guys, welcome back to another video. It's been an exciting weekend of rugby. It's actually been an exciting week. For those of you who doesn't know, it's been the coronavirus now is in South Africa. So everyone's been talking about that the whole week. Anyway, we need to get to this weekend's games. Let's have a look at what happened. Let's go. Okay, so game one of the weekend was the Brumbies against the Sunwolves. I feel the Sunwolves played a little bit better than the previous week. However, still a lot of work to be done for them. So the Brumbies scored their first try in the 9th minute. The Sunwolves again, they had possession and then they keep kicking it away, rather than putting phase after phase. Halftime score was 21 points to 7 for the Brumbies. Final score was 47-14 to the Brumbies. So the Brumbies really took control of that game in the second half. It was 7 tries for the Brumbies and no one's managed to score twice. So very entertaining game. Then we had the Crusaders up against the Reds, and this was a very entertaining game. The Reds almost caused a major upset. Halftime score was 10-10. The Reds never won on this stadium since 1999, so it was almost like a 21-year streak that they almost managed to end. If it wasn't for goal kicking, they could have won this game. It was basically blow by blow from the beginning. Moody scored the first try like in 10 minutes, and then George Bridges' try in the second half. For me, that was try of the weekend. That was an outstanding try. He showed great strength to get over the line, which brings me to question of the day. So my question to you is, which try was your try of the weekend? For me, it was this one, George Bridges' try. Comment below and let me know. So Waratahs against the Chiefs was the third game. I never expected the scoreline to be this big. The Waratahs, the discipline in the first half was terrible. I don't know how they still managed to lead at halftime. Halftime score was 14 points to 13, but they gave away something like 10 penalties in the first half only. And in second half, the Chiefs just upped their game. They managed to win this game 51 points to 14. So yeah, no points for the Waratahs in the second half. And I have to say, Chiefs at the moment looking better than the Crusaders for me. It looks like they might be the New Zealand team to beat at this stage. Then there was the Hurricanes against the Blues. Okay, so Blues won this game, but the Hurricanes on the day were their own worst enemy. They conceded a lot of penalties, down to 12 men at one stage, red card and 2 yellow cards. Look, it's also credit to the Blues because of the pressure they applied, sort of make the Hurricanes concede more penalties. Yeah, so Hurricanes were off to a fast start. They got their first try in the second minute. Halftime score was 8-7, so very close first half. And then final score was 24 points to 15 because of the 12 players in the second half for a short while and the penalty try to the Blues. So 24 points to 15. If you followed my predictions, I had this one wrong. I had 5 out of 7 for the weekend, but this one was the first one that was wrong. The next game up was the Rebels against the Lions, and the Rebels back home after their tour. The Lions also gave away a lot of soft penalties, to be honest. Bad second half for the Lions. They were in the game in the first half. Halftime score was 15 points to 10 to the Rebels. Final score 37-17. So the Lions really struggling there in the second half. And then also I have to say Callaway, the winger for the Rebels, he's really making his stamp in that Rebels team. He's playing brilliant at the moment. As well as Naisarani got only his second try for the season, but he's a hard worker all over the pitch. So well-deserved try for him. Jaguars against the Sharks at Kings Park Stadium. What a game this was. I have to say, Sharks back home obviously won the Jaguars. The Sharks are looking like one of the better teams in the tournament, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Sharks supporter. At the moment, the Sharks, the Stormers, the Chiefs, the Crusaders and the Brumbies, I think those are the top teams to look out for. But yeah, Sharks played very well on the day. Jaguar's defense a bit slow to regroup. Also, they couldn't get their driving maul going like they did against the Brumbies. Sharks managed to actually sack that legally for most of the time, so they did very well in defense in that aspect of the game. Half-time score was 22 points to 12 for the Sharks. Final score 33 points to 19 for the Sharks. Seventh and final game was the Bulls against the Highlanders on Loftus, and the Bulls managed to get their first win. Round of applause for them as well. So again, the Highlanders not playing badly. Good first half-time score was 13 points to 5 for the Highlanders, so they were leading at half-time. You know, second half, the Bulls, yeah, they just ran away with the game. I was a bit skeptical of Lubbock actually taking Morné Stein's place in the starting lineup, but I felt he played really well. You know, only missed, I think, one attempt at goal, and the rest was spot on, so he played very well. And the Highlanders, they're struggling to round off. Second half, they didn't get a lot of possession and territory. There's something wrong there. I haven't analyzed this game quite enough to see exactly what is going on. Final score was 38 points to 13 to the Bulls, so bonus point win for the Bulls, much needed. And no points for the Highlanders in the second half. That's it for this video. If you like my content, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you on Wednesday. My next video is being launched Wednesday night in South Africa, which is first thing Thursday morning in New Zealand and Australia. Till then, cheers.